The answer's no. I've tried it all. Excel, Google Sheets, Notion templates. I've even paid developers to build me my own system. But the issue is, because of the limitations of these platforms, you can only ever track surface level stuff, which means surface level results.
So I've actually started using Edgewonk recently, and I have to say I'm blown away by just what they offer, the things that they do. And the beautiful thing with Edgewonk is they literally offer you a 14-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't like it, you can get your money back. Then I think Edgewonk caters for the brand new trader and the advanced trader, because it has different metrics and different things that you can track that can ultimately help you build your performance. And listen, on this channel, we talk about that weekly. Performance tracking, mindset tracking, all the good stuff. Remember, trading is like a triangle. You've got your edge, your trading plan, your mindset, in the middle, time. If you let all of those things work together as cogs, you'll make money providing you have the edge and everything else, right? Which is where the data comes in. We get into it, like obviously this is the premise, this is where you would land. You don't just connect with your account login, like login and password. So there's a lot more safety and security around it. You connect via FTP, and they literally have a library of videos which you can go and watch, which is on the journaling course. You can go and watch those videos. It tells you how to connect step by step. It's super, super easy. It tells you how to get the best out of it. Where the real meat and potatoes are is in all these different sections here. The missed trades, for example, is a great one. So straight away, I can go to missed trades analysis, and I've missed 2 trades in April, right? And I can see that in April, it gives me my missed trades, it gives me my real trades, and it gives me what I should be up on this account versus what I'm actually up and what I've left on the table. So I can go, okay, why did I miss them? What reason was it? One thing I want to highlight here, right, is I'm what I would call someone who, I'm pretty competent with my edge. So I've managed to narrow things down to one session, one pair, one setup. But if you've got loads of setups, loads of different high probability setups or things you're testing, you've got different pairs you're trading, different times, different days, it will be phenomenal for tracking all of those things, because it will give you the data that says, hey, for example, this day you shouldn't trade anymore, like, which literally it did for me. So if I go to performance by day, you can see I've not won a trade all year on Thursday. So it's almost like, okay, you've only taken 3, it's quite a small sample, but if by the end of the year that's 6 or 7 and I've never won on a Thursday, you could argue I could just go, well, fuck Thursdays then, what's the point in trading it? But again, that might be something you track. That's surface level stuff. You may track that stuff already, right? You can also change a lot of the things up here by return, hours, the dates, the times, whether it's weekdays, you can do it by the hour, you can do it by, so for example, you can see the most profitable hours of the day for me are here. Trades that tend to run longer tend to lose, which is also super interesting, again, when you're looking at your A+ stuff, your best performing things, right? Obviously, you've got performance ratios, you've got your risk distributions, there's different trade comments based on metrics, you've got your trade management. This is one of the most important things. I've actually been talking about this in Discord for ages. Your actual performance versus your potential. So what this will do is when you're logging your trades and you're saying, you know, I've targeted 3R, but I got out at 1.5, it will say, well, hey, mate, mine's quite close, fair enough, but there's still discrepancies, right? There's arguments that if I hadn't intervened in certain areas, my actual performance would be higher than what it is. That is a massive metric for traders to track and go, shit, I'd be up 30% this year, but I keep getting in the way. Why? Oh, I can go back to my notes, I can go back to the day, I can look at all the stuff, and I can go, well, on this day I did this, on this day I did that. You've got to remember, with journaling, you do need to be honest, you need to be vulnerable, you need to be accountable, you need to be aware. And I think if you're looking at doing it long term, this is why this is a no-brainer, because the more data you get, the more stuff you track, the more things you build and create. And like I say, there is so much that I can show on this. It can seem overwhelming. I have asked them that they could maybe have some sort of, I don't know, main tabs or drop downs or features that pop up that kind of explain each thing, because even for myself, when I've been going through it, I'm like, what does that mean? And I'm learning new things every time by applying and doing. So it may take a little bit of time to get used to really get the concepts and grasp the concepts. They also have a YouTube channel, which is really helpful because they've got loads of videos on there that, you know, break things down a little bit more. This is one of the most important things for a trader. If you're serious about trading, this graph is going to give you everything you need to know. Because if the gap's bigger, our job is to close the gap as much as possible. I did a whole video on this in the Discord about essentially the performance gap. And our job as traders is to close that gap as much as possible. If you've got your edge that's performing, but you're not, that ain't your edge's fault, it's your fault. So then you need to do the work. And that's where this sort of deep diving stuff comes in, because it allows you to understand where you're going wrong. And sometimes you might not be tracking the metric that's causing you to go wrong. This will do it for you. You can set loads of different setups, your trade comments. So like for me, I only have the bread and butter setup, A+. I don't have loads, but if you had loads, you'd label each trade as those different trades and those different categories, and then you can track them by setups. You can understand which one performs better or worse. Obviously, you have your trade comments, so pre-trade comments, you know, did you feel calm? I think it's really important to track how you felt before, because before you're less emotional than when you're in. Then tracking how you are when you're in, any entry comments, any trade management comments, any exit comments. Using Edgewonk has also allowed me to create this thing called Valid Sandwich. Now, as you'll see, I kind of got a theme of food going on, bread and butter sandwich. But by looking at my data and going over the data and the metrics that this has given me, which again, like I say, a lot more in-depth stuff to share, conscious of retention, I've found a filter straight away where I can imply a valid sandwich and literally, sounds mad saying that online, and I can literally make more R or capitalize, especially when it comes to some of these BEs and stuff. So that's been incredible. And then exit comments as well. Like I say, it involves you being honest. Like the trades are going to be tracked regardless, but you have to do the work. But this is the fun part of the trading process and the building and the growing. And, you know, if you look at a business and you look at your P&Ls, your understanding of marketing, what products are doing well, what aren't doing well, you'd be deep diving that stuff all the time. So why do you not deep dive your own trading, which is a byproduct of you making infinite amounts of money if you understand things better? The more data you have, the better you can understand things, right? You know, you have your setup checklist, so you can create a checklist, make sure it ticks that checklist. So then what it will do is when you're reviewing your trades, you'll go, oh, these fit the checklist. Oh, this one didn't. Why not? You also can obviously see your fees, your take profit, your stop loss. You can track how far the trade ran. So the maximum TP it ran to, how deep it went into your stop loss, like drawdown terms. So if your stop loss is too big, again, it's a great filter to have. You can add personal notes. I literally just put Trump spoke in the afternoon because he did. Advanced data is where it can really get, you know, pretty techie. Here, pre-trade comments, like I said, they all come down. You can tick more than one. You've got your entry comments, your trade management, obviously hit TP, take profit. This is where the custom stats would come in. So you could start, you know, adding in these stats. Like I say, if you're a newer trader, you might have a lot more you want to track. If you're an advanced trader, there's a lot of advanced things that we'll get into as well. You can add your screenshots in as well. If you just link the TradingView URL, it will literally pull the screenshot through, which is great as well. And then it compiles like all your stuff here. You can obviously see it all. You've also got it on the main dash. As you can see, I haven't traded in August. Obviously there's July, June, bit of a slower month. June was a tough one as well because some of these trades should have been wins, but they took me out first and then won based on, again, stock not being in the right place, a few little errors, which again, I take responsibility for. I'm not trying to pass the blame and deflect. So there's all that good stuff, right? You've also got the ability, like I was saying about ASR. I believe everybody should be doing an ASR weekly. We do it in the Discord. And the good thing with the ASRs in the Discord is it allows me to understand where people are, what they're going through. Obviously, it involves them being accountable, but fucking hell, we're adults, right? We're trying to do this thing properly. We need to be honest and accountable. But it allows me to go, oh, you keep saying this thing. Maybe we need to work on that. The beautiful thing with this is you could click add more. You can create the period, so you could find the week that you want to pull through. So obviously I haven't taken any trades, so you need to do it on a week when you actually took trades. So let's just do the 14th to the 31st, because again, I don't trade very often, right? You can create categories for this specifically, which I need to do. You can score the week. You can obviously give your comments, etc. It will tell you how many trades you took, the winners, the losers, the win rate. You can click save. What I actually asked them to do on this, it would be really cool if when you do your ASR, it pulls through all your comments from the trades. So like, you know, when you're like journaling the trade and you're going, this day I was on a bit of tilt, did this, did that. I want to see that here, because then I'm like, fuck, that day I did this. I've already requested it and they've already said they're going to work on it. So I love shit like that. When firms are just looking to build and make it better for traders, I think it's important that I share that with you all, because I know a massive part of my audience are traders. So again, that's another great way to do your ASR. You could then click save. That would, hang on, let's just say discipline for now. You click save, that would then be there. They also have this tilt meter thing, which you're probably seeing here, which is just a score on, you know, for example, if we go back to the journal and we click on a trade like this. So these comments, if they're green, that's good, means good tilt meter. If they're red, it means the tilt meter is going the other way. And what that will do is over time, when you look at your main statistics, you'll have these little bars. And these will show you like you were really in the green, like everything felt good, or actually you wasn't that in the green, you were more in the red. Again, you need to be honest with this sort of stuff. I thought I'd share because I get asked so many people DM me all the time about it, and I'm just like, yo, you know what? Let's make a video. Also, I did reach out to them and asked if I could get any kind of saving for all of you. If you use the code ALB10, you can literally save yourself 10%. Now, it is yearly. And some of you might be like, well, I'm not playing yearly. But listen, I think yearly is great because it makes you commit. It actually makes you lock into doing this thing, treating your trading professionally. Now, what you got to remember is when you do it, they're obviously a VAT registered company. They do show you here the VAT that will be added on. So if you're in the UK, for example, which most of my audience are, it's $202, which is probably about 177. But then you'll get the 10% off with the ALB10. So you'll save a little bit. And also, they offer a 14-day money-back guarantee, which I think is fucking sick because the chances are you're not going to hate it, but for any reason there's a risk or you're feeling a little bit on edge about, I don't know if I want to spend the money, it's a little bit long. One, they offer a money back guarantee. Two, if you're trying to treat this as a career, what's 150 quid? If we divided it across 12 months, it's like £15 a month. Some of you might spend more than that on your lunch. Some of you definitely spend more than that on a Nando's. Some of you spend more than that on a couple of coffees in Central. And some of you spend that on OnlyFans subscriptions that you know you shouldn't have, but you do. So I think you can, if you're genuinely serious about trading, you can give yourself £15 a month. Okay, it's an upfront cost, but you can lock in on this. So if any of you've got mentors or even friends, accountability partners, at the end of every week or every month or every quarter when you do these big reviews, you can literally send them your Edgewonk and be like, hey, this is what I did. And they can go through and be like, bro, you said you didn't do this and you did it like 10 times. Why? And it will be that way of having that heightened accountability. And I promise you, just from having the Discord and seeing how me being there as an accountability partner for everybody and keeping them in check, and obviously, you know, all the other content we do, but that main feature of somebody there to help you when you're feeling like shit, it's been incredible for people to just lock in and follow their plan and do their thing. So I'm going to leave a link at the top link in the description. Click that or just go www.edgewonk.com. Alb 10 at checkout, save yourself 10% off. And I look forward to seeing how you guys and girls get on with it. I think you'll really enjoy it. Right, what's going on, people? A couple of days later now, me and Steph are doing a little lesson because decided it's time Steph properly gets into this trading game. Obviously my system is perfection now, but she just can't trade my pair because man will get banned. And then you take my P's off of me and it's not fair. So,
triple your P.
Triple my P. I think Steph will be good at it. We've done some bits and bobs before in the past, but we've never really stuck it out. Again, some of that's my fault, like I've been tweaking and changing things. Mia's getting a lesson as well. You're going to have to trade a different pair, right? You can go and trade like gold or something. Yeah? You can trade gold. So yeah, we're just doing that at the moment. Bruno's even here as well. But I'm going to just run through it with Steph. I think she'll be really good at it because she's one of those people that's like, not a lot bothers her or phases her. She's very content. And I think she'll do really well. So we're going to find out. Hopefully just get her up to speed, get her own account and get her going for it. Why not? Just get in the deep end. Also, can we have a big shout out in the comments because it's been over a week since Steph had a fag, which is huge. So well done. Very proud of you. Love that. Bruno's here. We're going to get Bruno on. You need to do a round 2 video, mate, because you blew a challenge last time. If you haven't watched that video where Bruno attempted a prop firm challenge, he's squeezing in, go and watch it because it was good fun. I think we're going to do it again, but with some new rules. So, yeah. In a bit. Right, I haven't done a coffee update in a while. This is what we're cooking with right now. I've been trying to do Rosettas. Looks like I've just poured a dragon. I got dragon coffee, man. Sick, bro. It is Battlefield 6 beta launch day. And I was pretty gutted because I missed out on a load of the codes that were going on, which people were getting like free launch. But shout out to one of the lads in Discord. Big ups yourself. They just let me know that you can get a beta for like 50p or some shit. So, man's fully committed to paying for a beta. I don't even care, because me and my pal will sesh the shit out of this. I've heard incredible things about the new Battlefield. So, man managed to get on it, and here we are. We have got the beta. So, I ain't going to reward myself with it just yet. I've got a couple of bits and bobs to do, finish off the to-do list. Plenty of time. And then, it's Battlefield Day. So, let's get working. And this is important, right? Don't just reward yourself all the time. Do some stuff first. Do hard things. Obviously, every day I do tread fast. Every day I do my steps. Every day I do my yoga. These are like non-negotiables for me, and I reward myself with different things, whether it's a coffee or whatever. But for this, the only way I can play a game now is if I've done everything for the day. There's no trading for me today. No trades for August as of yet. So, yeah. I just need to do the last few bits of my to-do, and we are going to light the shit out of this. Also, while I think about games, if you would like a YouTube FPL league, let me know and I'll create one and we'll just have a YouTube one. But we need to do it before Friday or Thursday the 14th. Well, I suppose, yeah, we do. So let me know on this week's video. Maybe I'll make one if there's enough of us. We'll just have a bit of fun with it. Yeah, in a bit. Right, let's see what this Battlefield's saying then. I'm excited. Everything's done. I tell you what, the graphics are a joke. Get wrecked. Double kill. Oh, yeah, mate, those stairs are actually a joke. Like, it goes off on them stairs. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who are you trying to shoot? Ah!
Fuck me, I forgot you can blow walls up, mate. He's just shot the wall I was hiding behind. Ah, bro. Right, what's going on, people? It's Friday. I've just finished a bowl of honey Cheerios. It is the afternoon, and I'm pretty much just sorting out my FPL team. I can't make decisions. United doing crazy business this year. I think they're going to do bits. Kuna, Mbuemo, Sesko. It's going to be sick. It's going to be a good season. But I thought I'd update people on my headache stuff because I know quite a lot of you gave me different things last week, different bits of advice and things that you've also experienced as well. So I've been doing more and more research into like sodium levels and all that sort of stuff. And obviously while I have electrolytes every morning and I cook with salt, like I don't have loads of it, but we cook with salt and I'm hydrated, like I drink so much water. Like I'm pretty sure this is a 750ml bottle. I drink like 5-6 of them a day. But what I've noticed is I have my electrolytes in the morning, go for a walk, come back, and then I usually do a workout. And lately, the intensity of shred fast, I'm sweating like no tomorrow, right? And I have a feeling that I'm probably sweating out a lot of the salts that I'm putting in, and then I'm not replenishing those salts, and then I'm just kind of cracking on with my day, and I'm drinking loads of water, and I'm just pissing it out, and essentially my body's not got enough sodium, which has got a real connection to the brain and the mind and all that sort of stuff. So I've bought some really good salts. Spoke to a friend who has found like the best salts you can buy, and also electrolytes. I'm going to change it up slightly. It's going to take salts in the morning with my water to hydrate from sleep, because again you dehydrate when you sleep, and then I'm going to do my workout, then take my electrolytes after my workout. So far I've been doing that this week, and I definitely feel like it's eased off a lot compared to what it was. So I'm going with it potentially is that. Obviously you never know for sure. Been a couple of like not stressful months, but just lots going on in life, lots going on in just general with work, business, all that. So that can play a part. But I thought I'd share because obviously, you know, I know people are like, oh, I've been having the same, and I thought maybe that could help you. So make sure you're checking sodium. Remember, like I always said this a long time ago, like just because you drink water doesn't mean you're hydrated. So just bear that in mind. It might be something you want to look at. If you want me to share what salts and stuff I've got, I'm happy to do that. I'll do it on next week's video. But yeah, I am pretty much going to get on Battlefield and just sesh it out now for the whole weekend. So no major plans. Obviously we're going on holiday soon and stuff like that. So just preparing for those last few bits. No trades for me this week. It's been nearly 3 weeks since I've traded, which it's not ideal, but the game's a game. These moments are tests, and if you crumble under these tests or you start changing stuff, you'll look back and regret doing it. I've done it. I've burned myself enough to know that that's not a good idea, so we're just going to carry on as we are. And yeah, without further ado, I will catch you all in next week's video. Do me a favour, if you're not on the email newsletter, by the way, get on it, because it's incredible. It drops every Monday. There's so much value on it. And you're doing yourself a disservice by not being on it because it's free. So yeah, have a fantastic week ahead. Peace and love, gang.